this part, yes. And let me just share you some of the images from Dubai, where we had this amazing time with about 500 leaders from all over the world. People were literally coming from everywhere. The Philippines, as you can see, the Netherlands, from various African countries, from Dubai. As you can see on the picture left down here on the screen, you see many Filipino people, but they live in Dubai. They have their work there in Dubai. And guess what? Next to their job, they started their crowd one business. They didn't quit with their job, but they do it next to their job. And because they do it with full commitment, and even if you do it 1 hour a day, there are many people out there who do it just 1 hour a day because they have a job. So they have their regular income. But they will grow their crowd one income until the moment comes their crowd one income can replace their regular income. So let this be a warning to you as well. You see many people, they start an online business, crowd one, and then they say, okay, I'm jumping in, I'm quitting my job right away, so they have no regular income anymore. You can do that if you're convinced that within a week your income will be mind-blowing, but you need to build your team. So if you have a regular income, keep your regular income, and later on you can fire your boss. And that's completely different. If we go to the next slide, and you see my wife Mariana was with me this time again. She fired her boss last year, September. So we started to doing crowd one in May 2019. She fired her boss September 2021. She didn't do it right away. We first had to build towards our income, towards a steady income, towards being financial free. Then you can fire your boss. And it's hard work in the beginning. Of course it's hard work. But it is so rewarding. Imagine that if you are in a job and you stay in a job for 40 years, you work very hard for someone else's success. And after 40 years, you get paid 40% of what you earned before. Are you happy? Well, I wouldn't be happy by doing this amazing crowd one business together with many other people all across the globe, all over the world. And here, well, you can see it's very simple. You see this picture here? These guys are not in my team. You see this lady here, she's living in Dubai, Filipina lady. She's not in my team. It doesn't matter in crowd one. We are one big crowd one family. And if you really know what crowd one is about, man, you want to be part of this family. Because we're all doing it together. These two ladies, they are part of our team. We brought them to the Philippines, the Netherlands. And guess what? They're on fire. They are really, really on fire after 3 days of events in Dubai. Guess where they will bring their fire? Back to the Netherlands. They are back in the Netherlands already. Maybe they are even on this webinar. They will bring back the fire. And if a fire is burning, it's impossible to get it off, to get it out. Because it's a crowd one fire. And it looks like somebody's trying to call me right now. I really hope you don't see, you don't hear the noise of the phone ringing. Yeah, you hear it, you hear it. Oh man, this is always, when we are live, these kind of things, they happen. So I will shut my browser right now because we are in the middle of a presentation. People should know. Why are people calling during a webinar and they're not here? They should be here. So amazing moments there in Dubai. Well, a last slide. Can we see Miss Tina also here? She was in Dubai as well. And we had such a great time with so many people. Here, a new team of Miss Nora from the Philippines. She decided to stay in Dubai for a while because she couldn't travel back to the Philippines. And she changed her circumstances of not being able to travel back home into building a team in Dubai. Guess what? These are three of us, or two of the leaders. This is also another leader from another team, but these two leaders, one from Philippines, one from Serbia, living in Dubai. Guess what happened in the past few weeks? They have built a team of 130 people. In just a few weeks. So if you think, yeah, well, I'm not a member yet of Crowd One, but if I join in now, many people are already a member. There's no chance for me anymore to grow my team. Don't believe in that lie. Because everybody can join a team, especially now. Because we are global. Everybody knows about Crowd One. People know about Crowd One. People see it. But the big professionals, they make their decision in the third year of a company, in the third till fifth year of a company. We're now in the third year. So the big networkers, they are looking. They have been looking for 2 years. Just on the sideline. Hey, what's going on with that company? Well, guess what? In the past 2 years, from the 10 companies that has been raised, 9 already vanished. 1 is standing. That's Crowd One. We're in the third year now. Big networkers are joining in right now. Where will these big networkers be? Will they be in your team? Or will they be in another team? The next 70 million members. We expect to grow to 100 million members by the end of the year. Where will these 70 million members be? They can be in your team. They can be part of your organization. What do you need to do for that? Just work. Work very, very hard. Well, that being said, this was just a little flashback, and in the future we will send you some more pictures and show you some more pictures. But now let's go back. Let's go to that point of a little bit of that amazing news coming up. And oh wait, before I do that, I want you to be in Dubai as well. The next event. And let me show you, as president and higher, we have been rewarded. We have been rewarded. I hope you can see it. I hope you can see it. Our Crowd One. This is the president one-star pin. And Darren and Tina and Aurelio and Miss Queenie and all these people on this webinar. I want you to get this pin as well. And the only thing you need to do for that is become a president in Crowd One. Simple as that. Just go for it. Do it. Work with that commitment. Work with that enthusiasm. And you will get there. So now to those slides. And I got them just this morning. So it's really, really fresh. But we can already show you some things. As you can see, we had a great time in Dubai. There have been amazing updates. And right now we will share a little bit of these updates with you. I really hope you have your pen and paper to make notes, to write down your questions, because it's really important to ask questions. It's really important to understand all the new things very, very clearly. That's why later today, there is this second webinar, 5 p.m. CET. Of course, you will hear about the compensation plan, but there is also Q&A. And during this Q&A, you can ask your questions. It's that simple. You can ask your questions about what you have seen today. So, as you can see in this first slide, the words new unicorn. Well, guys, what is a unicorn? Well, actually, that is a company that is having shares listed on the stock exchange. And that is growing really fast, really rapidly. And this is Crowd1's goal. And with this new unicorn, the next step is creating this with this new third-party company from the United Kingdom, actually from the country where the Telfords live. Well, we will tell you more about this later on, but a new unicorn, the power of Crowd1. And who is Crowd1? Is Crowd1 a company with a management and a lot of staff? No, Crowd1 is you and me. The power of Crowd1 is you and me and all those members all over the globe. Keep that in mind. We are the Crowd1 together. We are the crowd together. And you can be proud of being part of this crowd. And actually, I can say congratulations for being part of the crowd. And to make it even more clear, it is not Crowd1 as a company that creates the unicorn, but you and me. We create this unicorn. So, what is this new solution? Now, it's really amazing. Sometimes I'm still speechless about it. When I started Crowd1 rewards, you all remember them. Most of you remember them. Most of you have a lot of Crowd1 rewards. You've always been wondering what will happen with these Crowd1 rewards. Well, now something will happen that many of you have been waiting for. Maybe you have been waiting for it even since the beginning. Even I have been waiting for it. What will happen with our Crowd1 rewards? And when we started, we didn't know what would happen with these Crowd1 rewards. And there have been many assumptions by many people. Many people are speaking about those Crowd1 rewards. They will be paid out, they will be on the stock exchange, they will be this, they will be that. Now we know. Now we really know. And I really want you to realize we all got this Crowd1 rewards on top of all the regular income. It was just an extra from the company, an extra reward for the pioneers. Because as a pioneer, and you all know the pioneer stage ended April 7th this year. As a pioneer, you have to accept that the company is growing and that things can happen, especially technical things can occur. So we have to accept that. Just as with the withdrawal, sometimes there are some withdrawal delays. We have to accept that because we are the pioneers. And in a pioneer stage, in the pre-launch stage, things can happen that we do not expect. And that's why the company is rewarding us in the past 2 years with those Crowd1 rewards. So keep this in mind, that whatever we get for free from the company, you should be happy with it. And then have patience. Well, as you know, from the 7th of April, the distribution of these Crowd1 rewards have stopped. End of pioneer stage. And it has been replaced by the loyalty points, which is a completely different program. And as you know, it's a program comparable with the loyalty reward systems of airliners, for instance. But for all those pioneers who own Crowd1 rewards, you will now get the opportunity to swap them into shares into a new UK-based company. So that also means that you will be able to trade your Crowd1 rewards when you have swapped them. And this will happen in stages, of course. You can do it from day 1 till day 2 and it will be done. Then there will be this new app that is based on the new e-wallet system for commission payouts, but also for many other different features. This is connected to this new multi-wallet that Sir Darren was talking about. So the multi-wallet is the new payment solution. And just imagine yourself, this new UK company that is behind the multi-wallet. They give us Crowd1 members the opportunity to swap our Crowd1 reward shares. As you can see on the screen, the multi-wallet will also be connected to Apple Pay, Google Pay, crypto platforms, but also the virtual debit card, credit card systems. That's really exciting. It's extremely exciting. Well, it's very important to know that you swap if you want to swap. It's not so that the company swaps your Crowd1 rewards automatically. You have to make this decision. You have to do it. But as Crowd1 members, we will have 50% of all the shares in this UK-based company. Imagine, 50% of the shares are under our ownership. So in June, you can see it on the screen, all the Crowd1 reward owners will give the opportunity to hear more about swapping their Crowd1 rewards for shares into this new UK company. And more details will follow later this month. So please, after this webinar, do not ask the question on how to swap your Crowd1 rewards. Do not ask this on the training later this afternoon, because it will all be taught later this month. Because nobody has this information yet. Even I don't have this information yet. So it has no sense to ask how to do it. We don't know. We will hear it later on this month through the news, through the webinars, and we can explain this to you. Well, then the real share swap is planned for June, July 2021. So that is the moment that you will be able to take your Crowd1 rewards and actually do the swap to these shares. And of course, to do that, we need the multi-wallet. So first, the multi-wallet needs to be in place. All these things, this swap will take place in the multi-wallet. But then at a later stage, we will have the exchange. And at the exchange, you will have the opportunity to buy and sell your shares from the Crowd1 rewards. This will also take in the multi-wallet. I said the exchange value will be set to avoid any tax issues for Crowd1 owners in the process. So it's very important to understand. In June, you get the information on how to swap. Then in June, July, you will be able to really swap your Crowd1 rewards in the multi-wallet. And then in the next stage, you will be able to sell shares, but also to buy more shares. They're being sent these shares. For me personally, I totally believe in this company. And I know that this company will be there long term. So I will be one of those smart people who will buy those shares that other people will sell. Because I believe in the long term, and I see Sir Devin also waving, yes, I will buy as well. You know, we believe in the long-term sustainability of this company. So we will be like hunters on this exchange if people dare to sell their shares. And we will all buy them. Think of that. Think of that. If you're here right now and you think, hey, I was planning to sell my shares, think of that. What will your shares be worth in a few years from now? Let's get back to 2009, 2010. Remember? Bitcoin came up. Nobody believed it. Even I didn't believe it. And I got lots of messages from people. Hey, Eddie, you have to buy Bitcoin. And I really laughed in their face. This is a scam. I don't believe it. But if back then I would have purchased for $1,000 in Bitcoin, what would I have now? I didn't believe it, so I skipped. Well, today Bitcoin cannot be ignored anymore. Many people believe in it now. Even many people from the financial institutions, banks, whatever, who were always negative about Bitcoin, they now start believing in it. Your business. Guess what will happen with the value of your shares in a few years from now? Believe in our business. Keep in mind that you are part of this huge company with already 30 million members. And that the majority of these members own 50% of the shares of this UK company. What do you think will happen with the value of your shares in the future? Will it go up or will it go down? With more members coming in as members into the company. More members means more customers. More customers means more income. More income means a higher value of the shares. Back to 2009. Remember the guy from Dallas who purchased 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoin? Do you think he regrets that back then he has spent 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas? Does he regret? I'm pretty sure he regrets. I'm pretty sure he regrets. Because if he would have his 10,000 Bitcoins right now, man, that would be awesome. Well, this was just a little bit of that news. But we want to keep you excited. We want to keep you curious. So maybe tomorrow, if you all show up, and if you bring more people of the team, we will repeat this. Maybe we will add some more slides. I guess we can do some more slides tomorrow. So get back tomorrow. Use the time after this webinar to get in touch with all your team members, because all those people that are not here right now, they miss out on this news. They miss out on the explanation of what's going on. As an entrepreneur, as a crowd member, you need to stay on top of the news. So you have to be here. So tell all your team members. I see that about 40. Sorry for them. we will find 40 new people. Even more. So, guys, be back tomorrow. We have some amazing presenters tomorrow again. And of course, be back this afternoon. So Darren and Miss Janine will do the training. They will do the compensation plan. And probably there will be some Q&A. And if you have some very smart questions about this new system, but also about other things, just let them know and they will get into this. That being said, let's go back for our last few words to Mr. Darren.
Thank you, President Eddy. Wow, such amazing. Yes, this is where we see those promises of Crowd One to us being fulfilled. You need to see the vision of this company. That is why we got involved in the beginning. We saw the products that were coming, but it's not the products, it's the vision of growing the crowd. You've got to grow the crowd. We've got to grow the crowd. Leave all the other social platforms behind. Let's make Crowd One the #1 platform on this planet, like the game Planet IX. It's futuristic. Crowd One is here for the future. You need to go back to your teams who haven't seen or heard about this new information. The ones that have gone quiet because I haven't this and I didn't get that, and say, you needed to hang in a little bit longer. Look, it's here. It's coming. Get them onto the trainings that we have at 5 p.m. 3 times a week. Go back to the people that introduced you to this presentation today. They will give you the links to other presentations that you can bring prospects to, bring them to the trainings, and help your teams. Because when you help your teams, you help yourself. And if you want to reach your goal, you need to do that. Strength in numbers. So grow your numbers. I'm into my second day of my 90-day power plan. And we're going to rock this. We're going to be at the next Dubai live event in September. And I want you guys to join us. We want to take over Dubai, not just La Perla. We want to take over Dubai. Let's do this. We can do this. And at the same time, we can earn ourselves an income. But that's not the important part. It's us. We all started at the beginning. So let's help the ones that are starting today to get to president and ambassador. Or let's go home. Let's change our attitudes. Let's have fun. And let's make new friends and family along the way. So thank you all for joining us today. Thank you, President Eddy, for that amazing news. We will be going through it again in the training if you didn't quite get it. So we will be going through it in the training as well as the compensation plan, that amazing compensation plan. So join us. I know it's late for a lot of our Asian and Pacific Ocean family. But if you're like us, we're not sleeping. Get onto the trainings. Learn. We're there. So Eddy, thank you so much to all our friends and family around the world. We love you with all our hearts. Impossible is nothing.